preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Let's go. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Landry. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10.
Gun! We got 4. Gun!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now look at 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Watch him now, Barney. SOS. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit!
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Gun!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Lucky 56. 86 is on the go. That's you.
To throw on 2nd down. Jackson drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. It's caught left side by John Brown. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Raven Browns touchdown. John Brown with his second touchdown of the game, the fourth of the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Leopard! Detroit!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
No, check. Patriot!
Following the penalty, Chubb, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Mayfield now on second down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Baker Mayfield. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 out of first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first, they go right back to Collins. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They begin this drive with Chubb. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gone!
Final play of the half, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch left. Stop right there. All right, here we go.
On second down, Jackson. And now running right through it. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Hey, watch the ball.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went number 1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Leopard!
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Room here to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get it to Landry there. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now it's Jackson. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike. Set!
Play action. It's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he takes this one back into the end zone.